This is the plaintiff, Penny Willis. She says she hired the defendant to move her from Nevada to Arizona. And when he got to Arizona with her belongings, he didn't have all of her stuff. That's right, he forgot to pack up her shed and all the things she had in it. Now he won't reimburse her for her missing stuff. Bottom line, he owes her $5,037.23, and that's just what she's suing for today. This is the defendant, Jason. He says the plaintiff had some sort of emergency and wasn't present when he went to pack up. He was hired to pack up her house, and he knew nothing about the shed in the backyard. It was never mentioned. He dealt with the woman's realtor who signed off on the job, and he owes this careless woman nothing. He's accused of forgetting a few things.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff was moving, hired the defendant to pack up her stuff and move it. But it was a mess because the defendant forgot everything in the shed and won't pay her for it. The defendant says he didn't know anything about a shed and her realtor approved everything. It's the case of shedding her stuff.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Willis. You moved to Arizona from?
Yes. From Henderson, Nevada.
Okay. And you had just been married.
Yes.
Oh, happy day. New move, new town, new life, new husband, and what happens?
When everything was going on with the move and stuff, my husband got notified he had to have a triple bypass.
Okay.
And that was...
And was he already in Arizona?
Yes, he
Okay.
works for the Department of Corrections in Arizona.
Okay.
So he had no choice. He had to go through the triple bypass. So I immediately notified my realtor, and he said, no problem, take care of your husband. I'll handle everything else.
Meaning what?
In other words,
Because you hadn't packed up to move.
packed up quite a bit.
You packed up quite a bit, but not all of it. You
Not
weren't
all
out.
of it.
Were you in Nevada when you heard about it?
No, I was in Arizona.
Okay, so you couldn't come back because
Not.
the triple bypass is an urgent surgery. It's going to happen now,
Right.
the next day or two or whatever. All right, so you call your realtor, and how did you know your realtor?
He was a former student at the high school where Jason and I both worked.
Okay, and you explain what's going on because either the closing has to be delayed or something has to give.
Correct.
And your realtor suggests what?
He suggested that he take care of everything, hire Jason. I said, that's great because I know Jason, he won't do me wrong. And I was in constant communication.
And Jason was to do what? Move the rest of you, get all of it out so that the closing can happen.
Correct. He was supposed to get everything out from upstairs and some furniture that was left downstairs, my garage, the patio furniture in the backyard, plus my tough shed. And I had texted all that information to Bo.
Who's Bo?
Bo was our realtor.
The realtor who's not here?
Not here.
Okay. So who contacts you, Bo or Penny?
Both people have contacted me, Your Honor.
Okay. So do they contact you by text?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Do you have your phone, and can I see some communication with them? Do you first get contacted when?
I first get contacted from Penny at the start of July that they were trying to move to that they were moving. And okay. I said, Your Honor, I recommended 2 other moving companies to her because I was having my own surgery. I was having some other stuff going on.
Okay.
And I kind of, Penny had put her house up for sale prior.
I don't like screenshots. I like actual text so I can scroll up.
Gotcha.
Scroll down. That's what I want. And what I want are the communications you have with Bo.
Okay.
Not with her.
Here are all the text messages from Bo.
Excellent. All right. So you're hired in the beginning of July. And
no,
what
ma'am.
exactly is the scope of the work? Because there's nothing in writing between you guys.
No, ma'am.
No contract. So, which is careless of everybody because you really need to have something in writing so that you can list the 10 things you want. But go ahead.
And Your Honor, Penny had contacted me directly at the beginning of July. And I had not, based off of prior issues with it, I did not want to do the business.
I don't know what that meant. What did you mean?
I wanted to keep our friendship. I wanted to keep a friendship solid. I didn't want to mix business and pleasure.
Okay. But what had happened in the past?
Just she had worked with a prior realtor, and he and she, there had been some issues with closing dates. There had been some issues with Penny doing her job as a seller, so on and so forth. So I didn't want to take that issue on, just given the circumstances that I was at in July.
Okay.
And like I said, when I took the job, I took it more out of helping the situation than actually earning a dollar. Because what we ended up also doing is handyman work and cleaning work for the situation. And you can see that I was constantly in contact with her. And I actually have a letter from Bo saying that all the days that we were there work, he would come over, walk the property with us, see what we put into storage, so on and so forth.
That who did, Bo?
Bo did, yes, as being her representative. So, I mean, I was in constant contact with Penny.
Okay, but there's a shed, right?
We were never told anything about the shed. But
the shed's not hidden. It's right on the property.
It was locked.
Right, so you saw it.
And we tried to contact her.
How?
We
show proof that you tried to contact her.
Bo tried to contact her.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Everyone keeps talking about Bo. Hey, Bo, what'd you do? Bo's not here, you see? So everybody has this messy Bo connection, and Bo's nowhere to be found. Bo's not getting sued. You didn't bring Bo into the lawsuit. You didn't bring Bo into the lawsuit, which you have a right to do when you get sued. So what ends up happening is you get hired to put everything into pods, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then someone else was going to take the pods, another mover?
Yes, what?
Like, in other words, the pods just stayed where they were?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You clean up and you put things in pods. You don't empty out the shed because you don't have a key. And according to you, I called Penny, not Bo, Penny, and she didn't answer, but her husband's going through a triple coronary bypass, so that's not odd. So did you call Bo for the key?
Yes, and he said he tried to contact her. And
that's interesting because I see the text between Penny and Bo where Penny tells Bo where the key is.
Gotcha. I was never told.
Okay, but I also see the text between Penny and you where she explains what she needs done. Show me that text. So you tell Bo, we are heading back to Arizona. There is all the stuff upstairs and a few pieces downstairs. The garage has some items as well, and the shed has not been packed up. Bo responds, okay, I will work on this and let you know. Could you send me the address to where you want everything? So Bo knew. And now the thing about the keys, that little, here it is, July 15th. Thank you. You contact Bo and you tell Bo, I forgot to tell you that the key for the shed is on the wall next to the sliding glass door. So I know you and Bo do a lot of business together because I scrolled up and I scrolled down. You're in constant business together. He hires you for a million things, and that's great. But now I have 2 direct texts that actually tell Bo exactly what it is that Bo needs to do, or what you need to do. I would prefer that the texts were directly to him. That would be better. I know that your head wasn't on right at that time. But right. Can I see some evidence that you or Bo or anybody else tried reaching her? Because I have all the texts. So I'd like to see the text where you say to her, where's the key to the shed?
I don't have those.
Right, because you know what you guys did? You guys go, you're not emptying out the pods. You keep the pods somewhere until your husband can help you empty out the pods.
Correct.
You decide to finally empty out the pods in November. When you finally get around to open, where'd you put the pods?
My husband has an acre of property.
Right, so how do you not check? Like, I would so want to check the pods that second. I don't have to, just open them. Like,
we did open them. But
okay. But they're packed. So
they're packed solid. Yeah. So I was hoping, well, maybe the patio furniture is in the far back. So I said, we'll get to
So it's not just the contents of the shed missing, it's all of the patio furniture.
Correct.
Was there patio furniture there?
No, ma'am.
See, that is so odd to me. Do you have an affidavit from Bo saying, yes, there's patio furniture out there? Bo was there every day.
Bo was there every day, but
Do you have a statement from Bo?
No, I do not.
Did you talk to Bo?
I have not talked to him.
I did
tell him that Jason did not get all my patio furniture or the tough shed stuff out.
And what did Bo say?
And Bo says, I'm going to reach out to the people that bought your house and see if you
Yeah,
can
but
go.
that's in November. Well,
Right.
that's when you find out that there's a problem. So
Yes.
and then what does he say? The people say what?
Tough luck. You guys
Right.
left it here. It's ours now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's left there over 30 days. Too bad. So I wouldn't do that, but too bad, so sad.
Right.
But did Bo actually physically go there to see if the patio furniture was there?
He contacted them, but he did not, as far as I know, go there.
Well, did you ask him, hey, Bo, what's the deal? The patio, like, did Bo say, what do you mean the patio furniture? It was right there. I saw. Did Bo see patio furniture? Because I find it so odd that patio furniture not get packed. I know they had to have a second pod, but why wouldn't you pack the patio furniture?
We would, Your Honor, if.
I know, it sounds like, now you physically weren't there at all, right?
I was there, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am. I walked the property, and there was no.
When?
All 3 days that we were out there, ma'am.
And there was no patio
There was
furniture?
nothing out there, ma'am. No, ma'am. We did our due diligence. If there was something, we're not going to do.
Well, you didn't do your due diligence, because I believe that part of doing your due diligence is finding out if the homeowner has anything in the shed, if you're hired to move everything. I also feel like Bo didn't do Bo's due diligence, because Bo should have said, Bo should read his text, and he should convey the information to you. You shouldn't be relying on Bo. You should be explicitly saying, give me a list of what you need moved. You should have a contract where the contract lists everything. You don't have it. You should demand, hey, these are the 40 things I need you to move. Nobody here did their due diligence. She's got a really good excuse. She's got a really good excuse. How's he doing?
He's doing much better, and we were just lucky that the doctor caught it before he had a
How did
mess
the
of-
doctor catch it?
Well, he works for the Department of Corrections, and at
They
the
did a
prison
physical?
where he works, he had to go out on stress leave because it's, the prisoners are getting out of the jail cells and beating up the correction officers. So I said, you're not going back there. We're going to go see the doctor. So while he was at the doctor's office getting the family medical leave paperwork done, she goes, wait a minute, let's do an EKG. And so she found it was an irregular EKG.
At our age, we should be doing that stuff every year.
Tell me about it. So he went from there, sent to the
My
cardiologist.
husband had a stent put in with a 99% occlusion of the widowmaker.
Oh, see, that's what they thought I had.
He shouldn't, and I had him putting the Christmas stuff away in the attic. Work harder. I had him cleaning out the kayaks and in the storage room. I tried to kill him as hard as I could between Saturday, because now they can actually tell. They test your blood and they can tell when you had the heart attack, which is crazy. And between Saturday, where they timed the heart attack, and the Tuesday where we canceled the People's Court and I had to fly right back. It was crazy. We're all hanging on a thread, literally. Anyway, look, you've got some proof problems yourself here now, because you say there was patio furniture. I'm just having such trouble with the idea of patio furniture not being packed. I don't know why, because it's the same crew that didn't open up this shed and said, screw it. Do you have any pictures of your patio furniture?
Actually took some screenshots from Zillow where Jason had, not Jason, Bo had actually posted it on Zillow.
That's good stuff right there. Hold on. What should I be looking at here?
Oh, there's my patio furniture.
Okay, so there's those two chairs that are stacked.
And the
that
patio
little
table, my planter boxes,
your planter boxes,
or
this
planter,
aqua-colored item rocker,
that's my rocker, and I had two side tables.
the two white side tables. How old is this stuff?
When my first husband passed away in 2016, I decided to just get rid of the old and start fresh.
Do you have the receipts for these things?
I have proof of purchase of the stuff that was in my shed.
But not proof of purchase of any of the patio furniture?
No.
Well, at least we have a picture of it. What did that rocker cost?
The rocker
Is the rocker still available?
Yes, it is.
Can you hand me specifically?
$329.
Can you hand me specifically that rocker online so I can see what it costs?
Oh, sure. That's the one.
And you bought it in 2016?
Correct.
And these other metal chairs?
I also bought those at the same time.
Can you do the same thing that you just did with the metal chairs?
Yes. Two up above that.
How did you send him a text saying it's $2,000 worth of stuff and then all of a sudden come into my courtroom and sue for $5,000 worth of stuff? How did it appreciate once you had to file a lawsuit?
I just estimated what it would cost or what I had paid out. It wasn't until I went online and knowing that I purchased everything online.
You've got this this patio furniture that you have here is not the patio furniture that's in the picture, my dear. You don't have swivel chairs in the picture. You have the cheapest kind possible from Home Depot. I'm a shopper. I know what's what.
I could not find.
You couldn't find those? I can find them for you with my blindfold on if I walk into Target.
Is that
okay? Okay, I can. Okay. And you've got this $869 swivel chair, much greater upgraded, full table, not bistro. Come on. All right. Okay, I see in the text back and forth that there was something about a dolly and a power lift. Do you know what she's talking about?
Yes, ma'am. I have those.
You do have those?
Yes, ma'am.
So what efforts have you made to get, you shouldn't have those. Did your guys think that was yours?
No, ma'am. What I tried to explain to her is we had left those in my pickup truck because there was no room left in one of the pods until we ordered the second pod. And
what happened? You forgot to put her dollies in the second pod?
No, ma'am. Yes, the dolly and the power lift. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
yes.
So what efforts have you made since November to get them to her?
When she threatened me with lawsuit, ma'am, I stopped contact with her.
Okay. I see paperwork for the dolly. Do you have paperwork for the lift?
It was purchased through Harbor Freight, and I could not get the receipt off of line.
What did you pay for it? There's all kinds of different dollies.
It was the $269.
Is this what it looks like?
Yes, sir.
Looks like this one?
Yes, sir.
According to you, what was in the shed?
It was my new gardening equipment, lawnmower.
New gardening equipment. Why do you have new gardening equipment?
Because my husband had heavier equipment.
When you say new, you mean from 2016?
From 2016.
Okay, go ahead.
And some of it was not even unpacked. I had a blower and a sweeper combination unit. I had a new lawnmower and the new tools to change the blade.
Do you have insurance?
Not for this type, no, ma'am.
No? All right, go on.
I had new grass seed that I was going to put down. I had some Christmas decorations that I had just stuck into the shed unit, and shovels, rakes, brooms, electric hedge trimmer, electric pruning shears.
Nobody has garden stuff like you do. You have every single thing under the sun.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
Just to explain, we're more of a hauling, cleaning business. And when we took this job on, that's what we tried to explain to...
Listen,
Sorry.
dude, you had it right the first time. Don't take the job.
Gotcha.
But if you're going to take it, then you have a responsibility to do it right. By the way, how much does she pay you for packing her up and doing exactly this? You got paid to pack her up and clean up so she could sell her house. It's very specific what you got paid to do. How much did you make?
$2,200.
Right. It's not like you did it as a favor. It's $2,200. Put some love into it and make sure that patio furniture doesn't stay behind, because we know it exists. And and the house in the advertisements had it even, that the patio furniture doesn't stay behind and that the shed stuff doesn't stay behind. It is an insufficient answer to look at me and say, well, nobody told me about a key. We tried reaching her, we couldn't get her. Yeah, you're not going to get her the day her husband's having a triple coronary bypass. But the galling part is that I don't know how hard you guys tried, because the guy you deal with had it right in his phone. That yes, the shed of course is part of it because it's her shed. Right. Of course she has stuff in it. There's a lock on it. And yes, there's a key, and she had told him where the key was. So if anybody had bothered to take a look, go ahead. And I'm so curious what Bo would say if he were here. Would he say, yeah, I told your guys, dude? I have no idea what Bo would say if he were here. I can't remember if I asked. How's he doing?
He's doing much better. They didn't have to shut his lungs down or his heart. So it was an easy operation. And he was up and walking the ICU that same night.
That's great.
He's a tough old bird.
All right. This is part of the People's Court where we do a little what?
A little rough justice.
That's right. That's right. Bo knows you guys are here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's Bo say? You chit-chat with Bo or no?
I have not.
You chit-chat with Bo?
I have a letter from him, ma'am,
Oh, honey, when were you going to give me that?
right now. I'm married. I know when to.
I'm married. I know when to. No, so I might have just ruled, and then you would say, "Oh, I thought I knew the judge." All right. Okay. First of all, it doesn't make any mention of the patio stuff. When I know she made mention of the patio stuff, I would love to try to get Bo on the line. You guys left Bo out of it. I'm going to leave Bo out of it. It never fails to amaze me that if I take the time to go item by item, I end up with the same figure that I would have guessed off the top of my head. It never ceases to amaze me. I'm always like $50 apart. Never ceases to amaze me. There are two parts to every lawsuit. You know, part one is you done me wrong. You win on part one. But part two of any plaintiff's lawsuit is this is how much you owe me for doing me wrong. This is how much you done me wrong. Okay? So that's where things are a little hairier for you. What you have a right to, if someone doesn't care for your stuff the way they're supposed to and doesn't do, breaches a contract with you, is the depreciated value of the items that you're talking about. So whereas I hear what you're saying, you're like, but that's not fair because I have to buy a new one. Well, maybe you will and maybe you won't. Mm-hmm. What you're getting is the value of something at the time of the loss, not 3 years earlier when it was brand spanking new and you bought it. So that's the value on the open market for the items that you're talking about. She does have a lot of receipts. But based on what I am looking at, I am going to, in fact, award you the sum of $2,100 for what I believe was a breach of contract. Mm-hmm. Now, technically speaking, I would like to advise you that legally, if in fact someone talks, is your go-between with her and has all the information and doesn't tell you, conceivably, you might have a lawsuit against that person. Now, I can see how much business they bring you and that's probably not going to happen. You guys are probably friends and whatever else. But, this was an avoidable set of circumstances.
Yes, sir.
I realize everybody was under a lot of pressure and doing 100 things, and you had your own health issues. If it feels like you should say no, say no.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And we're too old for that now, right?
Yes,
like we just don't need this in our lives, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if it's thousands of dollars worth of stuff, put it in writing, right? Say this is the list of things you got to do. And if it's $1,000 worth of business, put it in writing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right? It just works so much easier. Good luck to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff does prevail. Jason, what are you thinking?
Don't do business with friends.
Really? You don't think you made a mistake?
You know what? I think there was error on everyone's judgment, but like Judge said, if it's not good the first time, don't do it. If it doesn't feel good in the gut, don't do it.
Well, maybe good advice. All right. Thank you very much. All right, Ms. Willis. How you doing?
Good.
Do you feel sorry for suing him or not?
I was his work wife at the high school where we both worked.
Yeah, I know.
And he knew my first husband. And so I knew as a school teacher, he doesn't work during the summer usually, and he had this part-time business that he was doing. And I thought, hey, I'll give him the business than a stranger. And I thought he would look out for me. And unfortunately, he did not.
Yeah.
My realtor looked out for me.
To a degree.
To a degree.
Yeah.
And he even wanted to refund part of the money for the pods that he had paid in advance.
Well, congratulations. Hope you get everything back now with the money. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Harvey?
So this is interesting, Doug. When you are hired to do a job, even if it's not your profession, you still have to do it professionally. You don't skate because you're an amateur. You have to rise to the level or you're going to pay.